All right, it is time to return to the dungeon. I have just gone up the secret shaft back to town. I healed up, actually got some bonus HP, and I bought some supplies, turned some things into some healing potions, or not, some healing salves. And what else was it that I got? Healing balm and a soothing gel. The healing balm is what's going to be helpful. It's plus 10 HP. So when I come back down the shaft collapses and I find myself back in room 12. These doors are reinforced. I do not believe I rolled to see if they were locked. Did I? I think, no, I did. I did roll and they are not locked. So what I've got to find now is the stairs to level 2. And I'm going to go out this left door. I think I have more room, and I'm going to try to go as far as I can here and see what we can come up with. All right, so the first thing I need to do is roll to see what I find through that door. I find a room. It is 4 by 3. So knowing that I can't go any higher here, if I do 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the borders. How many exits? That's 1 exit. So I will put that on the bottom here, right here, so that I can further explore. And I have run out of room. So what I'm going to do is just going to use a piece of paper here to keep track of room number 14. Or is it? Yeah, 14. All right, let's see what is in this room. We go to page 42, which is for a regular room, not a small room. And we roll. That is a 5-4, which is a training room. I have not encountered a training room yet. Training room says there is a bashed up mannequin and a pole covered in marks, cut marks. Okay, roll a d6. On a 1 to 4, there is a prisoner. There is a prisoner. All right. Let's see. Oh no, sorry, I rolled on the wrong one. Training room. A warrior is practicing here, slashing at the pole. You must fight them. Sorry, wrong one. All right, so we've got another warrior. And if I remember right, the warrior has, no, not 4. I can't remember. Let's just find it, the warrior. Here it is. All right, the warrior has 9 hit points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 22 XP and a shift of 1. He blocks on primary 4s and secondary 3s, so that's bad for me because both of my secondaries are 3s. The good news is I'm also coming back with some better armor, so I block on a primary 3 or a secondary 2, which is awesome. All right, so I will strike out at him. I rolled a 1-6. I have 2 shift. And with the 2 shift, there's no way I could turn that into a 4-3 or a 2-3, so I miss. His turn, he rolls a 4-2, which he can use the shift to turn that into a flurry, which is a d6 minus 3. However, he has a secondary 2, which I block with, so it's minus 1 damage. So it's d6 minus 4. 2 minus 4, he does no damage. We are now at turn number 2, my turn. A 1-1 is an automatic miss, so there's nothing I can do about that. All right, he attacks with a 4-3, which is an exact, but it doesn't matter about the exact. That's another flurry, but again, he rolled, oh, you know what? No, he didn't. I thought I block on a, he had a secondary, oh, he did have a secondary 2, but he missed. No, he didn't. He turned this into a 4-3. Never mind. I do not block it this time, and it's a d6 minus 3. He wouldn't have done any damage the first time anyway. 4 minus 3 is 1 damage, so I am down to 13 health. And there we go. And now it is turn number 3. My turn. A 1-6 again. I cannot do anything with that. So he swings and rolls a 1-2, which is a slash. It is an exact hit for him. 1-2, D6 minus 2. But remember, I block on 2s, so it's D6 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2 additional damage, so I'm down to 11. I'm losing all that bonus health I got. All right, turn number 4. And we all get a +1 shift. I keep rolling a 1-6. All right, I've got 3. That would knock that down to a 3, but I can't do anything to here, so it doesn't matter. I miss. His turn. He rolls a 1-4, which he can use the 2 shift to knock this down to a 1-2. It does D6 minus 3 damage because I'm blocking 1 on the secondary. 4 minus 3 is another point of damage, and now I am down to 10, which is my baseline health. So I lost all that bonus HP I got from winning that arm wrestling tournament when I was in the city. Okay, my turn. It is now turn number 5. And we both get a bonus 2 shift. Come on. I got a 6-6, which is, this is a great one for me. I get to choose the one I want, and I get to add my shift. This should kill him. So I'm going to choose the one that does D6 plus 1. He does not block on anything. So it's D6 plus 1, and then I get to add 4 to it. I got 2 shift and 2 shift. So 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. That is totally enough to kill 9 XP, or 9 hit points. And the warrior dies.
Whoa!
All right, with 22 XP, I can't do math this early in the morning. That is 119. So I have got 100. I'll have to change to a percentile dice. I have 119 XP. All right, so the rules state that the minute you hit the 100, you can hit it when you're in the dungeon. When this happens, you instantly gain 10 HP. So I am now up to 20 HP. Your baseline total increases by 10. So my baseline is 20. You can go over 20 with like potions and winning arm wrestling tournaments and things like that. So I am now a level 2. And by the way, when I hit 500 XP is when I go up to level 3. Now that I'm a novice, my precision goes up to 1. Precision is when you're trying to do something like pick a lock or something like that. So I do have a bonus there. But I don't get any new maneuvers. Now I could switch out one of my maneuvers. It tells you that when you pass a level, you can change one of your maneuvers, which I think I'm going to do because since both of my maneuvers penalize me if I have a 3 as a secondary, I want to change one of them so I at least always I can always maybe try to choose something that the enemy does not have a reduces their damage. So I have a long sword and I'm a level 1. I chose a swing and a biting stroke. I'm going to keep the biting stroke because it's D6 plus 1. So I'll keep that one, D6 plus 1. And I'm going to get rid of the swing. And instead I'm going to do I could do a hack, which is a 4-2. That's better. Let's do a hack. I'll do a hack, which is a D6 minus 1 damage. And it is a 4-2. And the biting stroke was a 2-3. So there we go. So now my primaries are different and my secondaries are different. And I also probably get some treasure rolls. So let's see. Page 42 says that while I'm in the training room, after you fight them, afterwards roll on IAUT1. IAUT1 is interruptions and unexpected. Oh, this is when somebody else could show up. Interruptions and unexpected. All right, let's see what happens. A 3-3. You pull back a crate and find someone has carved out a concealed hollow in the wall. You need to work free 2 metal bars that prevent access to the hole. Make a precision check or you give up. If successful, gain 20 XP and inside is a bag. Okay, so here's how the precision check works. It says it's called a PC8-2. The 2 means I get 2 chances to try it. The 8 is the number that I have to try to beat, and you roll 2d6 and you add your precision. Well, my precision is now +1, so roll 2d6. If you roll over the precision, you succeed. So I get 2 chances at this. I need to roll a 7 or higher. I got a 6 + 3 is 9, so I was successful in prying this little secret alcove here. And let's see. Check. Where was I? What did I? There's a hold on. 5. I rolled a 3-3. Okay. If successful, gain 20 XP. So I gain +20 XP, and I also gained the +9 or +22 for killing him. So now I'm up to 139. Okay. And it says I can roll on BT1. What is BT1? BT1 is bag table 1, page 19. Okay. A bag table. All right, this is a 2d6. 7. At the bottom of the bag, carefully wrapped in leather, is some cheese. You gain +1 ration. So now I have 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 rations in all. All right, not bad. And then when you kill the warrior, it says you roll on PT1, which is page 23. So let's roll on PT1. That is a 7. A few coins rattle, okay? Gain 46 copper. 9, 15, 19, plus 19 copper, and 2d6 silver. 5 silver. Okay. There is 1 exit, so let's see where it goes. Oh, you know what? I need to roll for what that exit is. Actually, I need to see what that exit is. This was a training room, and it was random. So let's roll to see what that door is. It is an archway, so it's just open. All right, where does it go? 6, 6. All right, that is a big room. So this is going to be the end room. 6 by 6 is 36 squares. There's no way I can fit it in here, so I'll do my best. I could do a 3 by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 3. It's 36 squares. That is a large room. And when you roll anything over 32, you have to roll on the large room.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.
Wow. Nice way to end this in this dungeon. Let me see. Large room. If it's larger than 32, it's considered a large room. Roll on the level large room. So I go to level 1, large room, which is page 40. Okay, so you know there's going to be something bad in here. You just know it. All right. Page 40, large room. Okay. It's a 2d6. I rolled another 6, 6. It's a library. Okay, so this is room number 15. And it's a library. Well, that sounds cool. Library. Lined with bookshelves. This huge library is protected by 2 guards. There are tables covered in scrolls. If you survive, roll on SCT-1 and SCT-2. And there are 2 guards. So I'll call them Guard 1, Guard 2. All right, so let me go find the guard card. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. 2 of these. So I'll have to track them individually. They each have 7 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Both of them block on secondary 3s and secondary 5s. And so I need to know that. I will go ahead and they each get 1 shift. And I'll reset this to 1. There's no bonus. So they each get 1 shift. I will attack guard 1. I rolled a 4-3, which is not an exact. I will use my shift to turn that to a hack. Actually, no, I'll turn it to a biting strike. I can lower this to a 2-3. That is D6 plus 1. Now he blocks on a secondary, so it's -1 damage. The damage is D6 plus 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. -1 is 6. So I almost took him out. He's got 1 health left. All right, guard number 1 will attack me. I rolled a 6-3, which he can use his single point to turn this to a 6-2, which is a swipe. Now, I block on secondary 2s, so it is D6 minus 3 damage. He does 3 damage to me. I'm down to 17. 17. And guard number 2 rolls a 5-4, which they can use to turn that to a 5-3, since they only have 1 shift, and that is a stab, D6 minus 3. I do not block on a 3. So D6 minus 3, 5 minus 3 is 2. I am down to 15 health. Now it's turn number 2. I will stab at guard number 1. I rolled a 4-6 with 2. I cannot do anything. So no, I miss. Guard number 1 attacks me. 4-1. With 1, he cannot do anything. Guard number 2, a 3-6. With 1 shift, he also cannot do anything. All right, we're up to turn number 3. I attack guard number 1. A 1-6. Can't do anything with 2 shift. Guard number 1 will attack. 4-2. With 1 shift, he cannot turn that to a 6. If he turns that to a 5, he can't make that a 3. So he misses. Guard number 2. 3-1. Also cannot turn a 1 shift into anything. All right. Now we're up to turn number 4, and everybody gets 1 bonus shift. Guard number 1. Ooh, an automatic miss. All right. Guard number one strikes at me. A 3-6 with 2 shift. He can make that a 5, but can't do anything here. He couldn't make that a 2, so he misses. Guard number 2, 5-3. That will work. That is a stab. D6 minus 3. I do not block. 1 minus 3 is no damage. We are now up to turn number 5. Everybody gets 2 bonus shift. I will attack guard number 1. And I rolled a 6-5, which with 2, 4, I could make this if I use 2, I could turn that to a 4. And with this 2, I can make this a 3, which is not enough. So I miss. Wow. Guard number 1, a 5-3 does hit. D6 minus 3. 3 minus 3 is no damage. Guard number 2, a 2-2. He can turn that 6 with 3 shift. He could turn that into a 3, but he won't have enough to turn that to a 5. And he would need 4 to turn this into a 6. So he misses. Now we all get 3 shift, and it's my turn. A 5-4. I can do this. With 5 shift, I will make this a 2. Yeah, I'll make that a 2 to use up that 2 shift. And then that 3, I would only need 1 to turn this to a 4-2, which does D6 minus 1. He does not block on a secondary 2. 3 minus 1 is 2 damage, and the first guard is dead. All right, second guard attacks. 4-1, which is, he's got 4. He could turn that with 1. Yes, he's got enough to make this a 1. All right, which one does more damage? The swipe. So he turns this to a 2 for 1, and then this one he can use to turn to a 6. So a 6-2, but I block on a 2. And if I chose to turn that to a 3, it would be minus 3 damage with my... But he... Okay, so D6 minus 3, if I turn that to a 3, he would do minus 3 damage, which is not good, but I block on a 2. Even if he chooses the 2, it'll still be minus 3, so it's a wash. They're both the same. So he'll just choose to do the swipe. It's D6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is 3 damage. I'm down to 12. And it is my turn. We are now at, it doesn't matter, we're all at 3 shift. I rolled a miss. He rolls to hit. A 2-2. He can turn that to a 6-2. If he turns it to a 3, it's a wash because I block on a 2, but if I don't block on a 2, he still does minus 3. So he'll turn that to a 6, which is D6 minus 2 damage. 6 minus 3, because I'm blocking, is 3 more damage, so I'm down to 9. 9 damage, or 9 health. My turn. There we go. 3-5. With 5, I can easily turn this to a... Let's turn this to a 2 and a 3. Even though he'll block on the 3, I'll do more damage because it's a D6 plus 1 and then minus 1. So it's just a D6 damage. 6. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He swings at me. A 6-3. Yes, he can convert that to a stab. Oh, no, he can convert that to a swipe. It doesn't matter. It's all going to do D6 minus 3, no matter what option he chooses. D6 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. I'm down to 8. And my turn. There we go. 4-5. I can turn that to a 4-2. He doesn't block on 2s. It's D6 minus 1. 3. Well, I'll re-roll that. Oh, 1 minus 1 is no damage. Did I really just do that? I did. All right, so he blocked. We keep going. He attacks with a 4-1. He can turn that to a 6-6, a 6-2. He swipes D6 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is no damage. I got to kill this guy. Come on. A 2-3 is an exact hit. D6 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. Plus my shift, which is 5, 9. He's dead. Ugh, that was a slog. Okay, let's go back to, oh yeah, I already know what I got to roll on. SCT1 and SCT2. What are those? SCT1 is scroll table. So there's a bunch of scrolls here. Excellent. I could use some scrolls. So I get 1 on SCT1, which is where? Scrolls. Scroll 2. Where's scroll 1? Scroll 1. All right, scroll 1 is a 4. Scroll of melt metal. All right, that lets me melt a lock. I already used my first one that I had, so having another one is nice. And this one is SCT2. A 3 is Scroll of Flaming Weapon. That sounds good. I'm going to go look that one up. Flaming Weapon. All right, I also get 13 times 2. I get plus 26 XP. So now I'm up to 139 plus 26 is 165. So I'm up to 165 XP. Let's take a look at what that scroll does. I want to know. The scroll of flaming weapon. Flames erupt from the blade of your weapon. It lasts for the entire next combat. Dispel dice are 1/1. I'll have to look up and see what that means. It's worth 32 gold. It does plus 3 damage for 1 combat. Nice. Okay, I'll have to remember that. But best of all, I have now discovered the stairs down to level 2. So in this room, this was the library. I pilfer it. Oh, I forgot. The guards also have PT 1-1. So I get to roll on the pouch tables. Don't forget your treasure. Pouch tables, PT1 is pouch table, page 23. So I get 2 rolls on that. Pouch table 1 is a 7. Oh, more coins. 46 copper. 7, 8, 9 plus 9 copper. And 2d6 silver. 8 silver. Okay, nice. And that is it. All right, so the rules state that when you reach the level, the going down, which I've done, I get to take a rest. When you go down a dungeon level. Between levels, you must stop on the stairs to eat a ration. So now I'm down to 5 rations. You feel drained and okay. If you have no rations, When resting on the stairs, if you eat a ration, you recover 2 hit points per level. So I go back up to 10, which is not good because I technically should be at 20. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to use that. I'm going to use that healing balm thing I got in the last when I went upstairs, and I'm going to go back up to 20. So I want to be at maximum health when I go back down. If you have cloth or bandage, you gain an additional 2 HP. I do not. All right, there we go. Level 1 is done. And in the next video, my hero will go down into level 2, which is called the Domain. There are 10 levels in this dungeon. So I just made it through level 1, and level 2 is up next. All right, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on episode number 6. This concludes level 1. In the next one, we'll hit level 2. Until then, everybody, take care.